A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A+ English.
Hi everyone and welcome to A+ English. I'm Pat.
And I'm Laura.
Now we all know that you really want to get into a top college.
Yes.
But not everybody can go to one.
Oh no.
It's just the way it works.
C'est la vie.
But today we're going to learn about how to deal with not getting into your top college.
Oh, okay.
So let's warm up by asking, you want something but you can't get it. How do you deal with this?
Oh, bummer. It's like wanting the last slice of pizza, but someone else grabs it before you. I think you can deal with it by accepting that life isn't always fair and shifting your focus to something else that's just as awesome, like scoring the next batch of freshly baked cookies. Now, that's just an example, but you guys get the idea.
Yeah, or the next pizza that comes along next time. Like, okay, you got it this time, I'll get it next time. Or just think, it's pizza. It's not gold.
Right.
It's not a pizza covered in diamonds.
No.
It's just a piece of bread with baked cheese on it. So, yeah, you can get that anytime. Of course, college is more important than pizza, but even not getting into your first choice school doesn't mean your life is over. And that's the idea we're going to be looking at in today's article. Let's read through.
Special Party helps students accept college rejection. Warm-up question. You want something but you can't get it. How do you deal with this?
Facing rejection can be really difficult. However, one rejection doesn't mean you'll fail at everything. So, learning to deal with rejection is important. It'll make you strong. You can then deal with other rejections in your life.
So the article begins and says, facing rejection can be really difficult. So that's not getting the things you want, trying to get a job or trying to get into a particular school or even telling your crush how you really feel and asking them to a special event and shot down. What rejections have we faced in life?
Lots, like what you just mentioned. Maybe you're applying for a part-time job or a job and not getting hired, or I'm thinking of examples for them to relate to. Asking someone to prom and being turned down. Or this, auditioning for a school play and not getting a role.
Been there. Yes, I've missed out on roles. I've missed out on jobs. Sometimes I write stories and send them to publishers or magazines, and sometimes they get in and sometimes they just go, okay, look, we like the story, but we're gonna pass on it this time. And you feel like, I wrote it so hard.
Or maybe you want to join a club and not being accepted at school. That happens.
It does happen, yeah.
And I want to mention about some phrases that, I know this sounds kind of terrible, but when you're being rejected, people might say this to you, for example, oh, I'm sorry, but it's not going to work out.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, or thanks for your interest, but we have chosen someone else. That's like a job.
That's a professional one, yep.
Or, I'm sorry, but I can't go with you to the dance. Oh no, this is your crush rejecting you.
It's better than you.
Or maybe rejecting an invitation. I appreciate your invitation, but I have other plans. That's polite. That's not a bad rejection.
They're all polite. They are all a way of letting someone down.
Yes.
So yeah, dealing with rejection is not fun. But as the article says, however, one rejection doesn't mean you'll fail at everything. So learning to deal with rejection is important. So we've talked about ways we've been rejected,
Right.
but how can we deal with it?
I think usually this is what I would do. Talk to someone you trust, like a friend or a family member, for support and advice. And the most important thing is to learn from the experience. Think about what you can do better next time. Or even set new goals and keep working towards them.
Yep.
And don't give up. Keep trying and believe in yourself. It's just one audition, for example.
Yeah, another
Yeah.
thing to remember is sometimes it's not because you are bad or did something
Exactly.
bad. It's just maybe there's some other situation that hasn't
Right.
quite worked out. Like,
Exactly.
suppose you're going for a part in a play and they go, okay, you're going for the main guy. We've already picked the main girl. And it just happens that she's really tall.
Right.
And you're not. So it will just look a bit weird. You're a good actor.
Exactly.
We think you're great, but the match won't work. We want a
That makes
taller
sense.
actor, but we'd love you to be in a different part. So
I was gonna say,
that's
yeah.
just kind of like just luck. It's not that you're bad, it's just the kind of situation just wasn't quite right.
Exactly.
So it is important to learn how to deal with rejection. As the article says, it'll make you strong. You can then deal with other rejections in your life. It does get easier. Like I've had as many more rejections than published stories.
For sure.
So the first few hurt more.
I know.
And the later
no.
ones you're like, okay, I get how this works now. You don't get every time, and it doesn't mean that I suck at writing.
And it's not your fault, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So do you believe the saying, whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger?
Yeah, well, learning from experience is like leveling up in a video game. So each challenge you face helps you become better and more prepared for the next one. So yeah, I believe in that. So even if things don't go perfectly, remember that every experience is a chance to learn and grow stronger.
Yeah, get more XPs.
Yeah, but however, maybe in relationships, not all tough times make us stronger. Sometimes that means recognizing when it's best to move on from unhealthy situations.
Yeah, if you get your heart broken, you may not want to give it away again the next time.
Right.
Does happen. Let's take a short break and then we'll come back to learn more about one example of dealing with rejection.
A high school in Los Angeles, US, helps students do this. It throws a college rejection party every year. Students destroy their rejection letters and enjoy cake or ice cream. By doing this together, they can support one another. The party is lots of fun. Students can learn not to take rejection too seriously. Why not follow their example? The next time you suffer rejection, just laugh it off.
Welcome back. So we're talking about how one particular group of people deal with a rejection. The article says a high school in Los Angeles, US, helps students do this. Do this meaning deal with rejection. It throws a college rejection party every year. So what was the last party that we went to?
Okay. I think it has to be my friend's birthday party, which is the end of last year. It was like kind of like towards Christmas time. I think she actually threw 2 parties together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of have a joint one with my son because we're only 3 days apart. So that was back in August. We had that one. But he's still quite young. It was all a bit new to him and very strange because we were in the UK for the first time and there were loads of people and he was a bit kind of overwhelmed by it all.
What? So many people?
I just hope he doesn't want that kind of birthday every year.
No.
It's going to be a bit more difficult. So what happens at this college rejection party? The article says students destroy their rejection letters and enjoy cake or ice cream.
Love the idea.
So yeah, the rejection letter says, I'm sorry, you can't go into this college, and then they put it in a paper shredder or they burn it or something like that, and then they go, now let's all have some food and snacks and stuff like that.
Nice.
What are some of your favorite party foods?
Basically, like corn chips with yummy avocado dip.
Yeah,
and
great.
I also love sipping on refreshing pink lemonade when I was a kid. And when it comes to games, party games, Twister is always a blast.
Yeah, Twister's fun. For me, I do ice cream. Ice cream should be at every single party ever. Party games, even like just hide and seek is just kind of fun.
Yes.
It's kind of silly, but it's kind of fun.
I love those.
Okay, so these students, they destroy their letters, they hang out, and importantly, they're not just doing this alone at home and kind of dealing with it. As we see in the article, by doing this together, they can support one another. They can go, hey, you know, you didn't get in there, I didn't get in there, we're in the same boat, what are we going to do?
Exactly. Join the club. Okay.
Exactly. So who gives us a lot of support in our lives?
My best friends, for sure, are my biggest support system. They're always there to listen to me vent.
Great.
Yeah? Give me awesome advice and take me out for some delicious food.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Some
to
food.
take my mind off things. And, oh my God, this is going to sound a little bit... My boyfriend, he's amazing. He's always there for me. And yeah, he makes me forget all my worries with his constant support and care. Yeah, so...
Yeah, my wife pretty much does the same thing, but also she helps me think up a lot of really bad language words to use
that's
about what
good.
happened. Yeah, often...
Let it out.
Especially in Taiwanese. She's good at giving me Taiwanese words.
We're not going to teach you those.
It makes you very comfortable to say them. But anyway, we see in the article, the party is lots of fun. Students can learn not to take rejection too seriously. So yeah, college is a big part of life.
Right.
But just because you can't get into the one you want, you can still go to other schools.
Right.
Because actually some of these kids do get into other colleges. It's not like they're rejected everywhere.
Exactly.
And they can sit again, they can come up with new plans. So that's what they mean. Don't take it too seriously. It's not the end of their lives.
Yeah, exactly. When it comes to mean comments from maybe your online friends or random people online, yeah, don't take them too seriously, right? So sometimes I think, a lot of people might say things that, they don't mean. And yeah, there are so many things you don't have to take so seriously.
Exactly. So the article finishes by saying, why not follow their example? The next time you suffer rejection, just laugh it off. Yeah. So stuff you can cheer yourself up with. I think you mentioned going out for food. I think some people like a bit of retail therapy, a bit of shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Or just, go and play a really fun video game, watch a fun movie, hang out with people. Just get a laugh in.
Yeah, I love chatting with my friends and also binge watching my Korean.
Of course,
my favorite Korean dramas. They're like a mini vacation for my emotions.
Perfect. Okay, that's the end of the article. I'm now going to let Laura take over and I'll be back for our review time activity.
今天的课文非常有意义哦，它教我们怎么面对被拒绝的时候，面对，我们就可以用 face 这个动词哦。那常常我们会面对一些挑战 ，face challenges or face problems， 面对困难，还有什么呢？你要勇敢面对恐惧啦，就是 face fears。那如果要面临抉择，就是 face a decision。那你们常常要面临一些考试大考 ，you face a test or exam。OK， 那我们来造个例句好了。Emily has to face the reality of moving to a new school and making new friends. Emily 必须面对这个转学到一个新的学校，交新的朋友这样的一个这个恐怖的残酷现实。我们来看一下单字例句要怎么用哦。Edward faced a big problem when he lost the keys to his house. 这个我不想面临。Edward 面临大麻烦，他弄丢他家的钥匙了。再来我们看到的是 important 这个形容词，就是重要的。Friends are important because they support and encourage us. 朋友很重要，因为他们支持并鼓励我们。又或者 It's important to check your work to fix mistakes. 为了修正错误，检查你的工作成果是很重要的哦。还有我们学到的是 support 这个动词，就是支持。 举例来说 ，My parents support my decision to join the debate club. 我的父母支持我参加辩论社的决定。单字例句怎么用呢 ？Julia's friends supported her when she was sad. Julia 难过的时候，朋友们支持着她。最后我们看到是 fun 这个名词哦，就是乐趣、快乐。For example, we had so much fun celebrating our friend's birthday with a surprise party. 我们举办一个惊喜派对，为朋友的生日庆祝，而且我们还玩得非常开心哦。看一下单字例句怎么用 fun。Erica and I had a lot of fun on the playground. We played on the swings and the seesaw for a whole afternoon. 我和 Erica 在游乐场上玩得很开心，我们玩了一个下午的秋千，还有跷跷板。接着我们来看一下一些片语吧，像是 throw a party 这个片语就是常常用来表示举办派对，在口语常听到哦。For example, let's throw a party to celebrate the end of exams. 这个我很想办哦，让我们举办一个派对来庆祝考试结束喽。还有刚刚我们有提到 take something or somebody seriously 这个片语就是非常严肃的看待某个人事物哦。For example, I can't believe how seriously some students take their popularity in high school. 我真无法相信有些学生有多么认真的，就是想说就是我很受欢迎这件事情，他们非常的认真看待。Or don't take your crush's rejection too seriously. There are plenty of fish in the sea. 别太过于认真，就是很严肃的看待。你暗恋对象拒绝你了，就是海底的鱼多得很呢。就是不要为了一座呻吟，是这样吗？不要为了一棵树放置一个森林。中文不是有这样说呢？好啦，我们现在赶紧来复习一下吧。Let's go to our review time.
Review time.
Welcome back, everybody. So a lot of the word power words we've looked at today can have more than one meaning.
Right.
And that depends whether you use them as a noun, a verb, something else. But sometimes they have a different meaning completely. Take face, for example.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we just think the thing at the front
Face.
of our head.
That's a noun, of course.
Yeah. Now, the way we used it in the article was like face your fears, face your rejection, face your greatest challenge. Kind of like you're confronting
That's right.
But we also have fate. Now, this is something that it doesn't quite translate into English. And it's something I hadn't really heard of. I'd sort of heard the phrase lose face, but it wasn't a big deal in the UK. When I came to Taiwan, like the whole idea of face, people, how, 丢脸, I've lost face.
丢脸, 真的.
Or 不要脸 if somebody's, which is me most of the time anyway.
Okay.
Just the way it goes. But yeah, it's a completely different concept. But in this case, face, it means kind of like your...
kind of reputation
or like
kind of
public,
image,
public image, that kind of thing. So then we have support, which could be to help somebody.
For sure.
That's a verb. As a noun, it could be the help. Piece of advice. But it can also mean like the thing that like holds up a building.
支撑, support.
This bridge needs more support or it will fall down. So in that case, it's a physical thing.
Right.
So fun, of course, is something enjoyable, but we can use it as an adjective as well to modify things. It's a fun party.
Right.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Which if you're talking about things like that, it just means this is a good time.
It makes you laugh maybe, or it makes
Watching
you have lots
this
of fun.
movie will be entertainment. You want to do it with
Exactly.
friends. You want to do it for fun. It's the sort of thing
For
you
sure.
like doing quite often. So we can use it as a modifier in front of other things.
Nice.
Now that's all the time we've got for today. Thanks for watching. For A+ English, I'm Pat.
And I'm Laura.
And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Magic Box.
各位朋友，大家好，我是星座专家唐启阳。现在呢，马上来看到处女座的朋友了。提醒处女座的朋友呢，追求完美是一件好事，但是呢，要注意别变成吹毛求疵、鸡蛋里面挑骨头咯。不管是呢伴侣之间还是同事之间，多给彼此一点空间。尤其是呢，有暧昧对象的朋友，特别呢要和对方互相尊重，别给对方太大压力，小心吓跑人家咯。We all should treat one another with respect。表示呢互相怎样怎样，在英文里面呢，我们就可以使用这个叫做相互代名词。相互代名词呢，分别就是 each other 以及 one another。比较严格来说的话呢 ，each other 是用在两个人之间的互相 ，one another 呢，则是指三者以上的互相哦。比方说呢，像前阵子呢，我和一个双鱼座的朋友去看了《美女与野兽》，超级感人的，不知道大家有没有看过呢 ？The Beauty and the Beast loved each other。美女与野兽呢彼此深爱着 ，The Beauty and the Beast loved each other。OK，love each other 就是指他们互相爱着对方的意思，互相相爱了。OK， 我们呢看完都超级感动的，所以呢看完之后呢，我跟这位非常感性的朋友呢，我们两个人相拥而泣。We hugged each other and cried。We hugged each other and cried。OK， 我们呢互相拥抱，并且呢落下了我们珍贵的眼泪。好了，继续回到本周运势了。刚刚呢我们说到彼此之间应该要互相尊重。We all should treat one another with respect. We all should treat one another with respect. 这边 one another 也是彼此的意思，但比较多用在三个人以上的情况咯。不过最近啊，很多人呢开始把这个 each other 也开始用在三个人以上的情境中了。所以刚刚的句子呢，其实我们也可以讲说 we all should treat each other with respect。意思呢，其实跟我们刚刚选 one another 是完全一模一样的咯。好，接下来呢，我们马上来看一下天秤座的运势咯。